For healthcare teams at the QEII, success is measured in lives changed. It's in the moments of joy when patients receive good news and in support provided in the moments where things don't go just as planned. Together, we work with generous donors and healthcare teams to bring innovative care to the QEII, to continue to ensure it's home to the brightest and the best in healthcare. The impact of donor generosity is felt in every corner of the QEII. In fact, when Cardiac Cath Lab D closed in 2016, our donors funded 100% of the new technology and transformation required to get this lab back up and running. Last December, the first patients were treated. Dr. Beydoun is the cardiologist leading this team at the QEII.
Whenever you have a room down, it affects the waiting time, and this is invariably is going to push the waiting list higher. This was the last edition with the help of the foundation that made our dream being realized to be able to help and serve the patients.
So getting that room back, we're treating more patients and we're treating them more effectively.
Donation being given by many generous people have changed the lives of many patients. So far, many lives were saved, and many lives will be saved in the future.
For everybody who's given to this campaign, I would like to thank you from the 6,000 patients that we see each year, and especially those 600 who are coming in true life-threatening emergencies. Every one of them benefited from the dollars you gave.
It's not always leading-edge technology that saves lives. Sometimes it comes in the form of supportive programs offered at just the right time. Fred and Elizabeth Fountain are donors with a passion to improve youth access to mental health services. They created the Stay Connected Mental Health Project in tribute to their son, Alex. Last year, they renewed their commitment to the program with a very generous gift.
The Stay Connected Mental Health Project is a 5-year project that's funded through the QEII Foundation, and our mandate or our goal is to bridge the gap between the IWK Mental Health and Addiction Program and the Adult Mental Health and Addiction Program.
So the first few months here in Canada were very difficult for me. I was suffering from homesickness, culture shock, and trying to balance your social life and your education. Also having that in my mind that I have to succeed, there's no option for me here, or else I'll be wasting my parents' money and time. As a peer support worker, I encourage access of mental health resources. I provide non-judgmental, confidential, safe support, and I use my experience to help students deal with issues they're having with mental illness or school.
The work that we're doing with the university campuses isn't being felt just here in Halifax, it's actually being experienced regionally and nationally. The work that I get to do with the Stay Connected Mental Health Project will stay with me for the rest of my life.
For patients living with epilepsy, brain surgery can help determine the source of their seizures, often with life-changing results. The QEII is home to a new navigation system that enables unparalleled advanced planning for brain surgery. This is just one example of technology and equipment funded by our community.
The brain really is who we are, and so if you have a compromise of that in terms of basic functioning, you're looking at tremendous societal, family, and financial cost. Patients with epilepsy, patients who have had traumatic brain injuries, for example, where medications don't work to control their seizure. Before we offer some kind of surgical treatment, we really have to be sure of where the seizures are coming from, or as sure as we can be. So the Stealth Station is the first part of the process of getting the electrodes in to then record the electrical activity of the brain. Traditionally, we have been only able to do 1 case per day. Now we can double that. So now we can do 2 patients. From an operating room efficiency point of view, that has had a tremendous impact. We are trying to be leading in terms of adapting and adopting new technologies, and that cannot be done without the support of our community.
The QEII is full of champions. Joanne Comeau is one. She spends her days working at the QE2's rehab center, but last year, she joined the Ride for Cancer team as a volunteer. Joanne provided medical support to riders on event day. Last year, RIDE participants raised over $600,000 to advance cancer care and fund vital research.
You can volunteer for any aspect of the RIDE for cancer. Although I was there as the medical lead, I did take the bikes off the truck. I was cheering on people, I was helping set up food. I was just there to encourage. All the people that were there, most people were touched in some way by cancer. There was certainly a sharing of stories, the emotion in seeing people at the finish line with loved ones that were waiting for them. It's amazing.
As donors, community supporters, healthcare professionals, and volunteers, together we make a great team. We're pushing forward into another amazing year for the QE2 as we take on even bigger challenges. You make incredible change possible right here at home. Thank you again for all of your gifts of time, energy, advice, and financial support. As QE2 Foundation supporters, you empower transformational change in the lives of patients and families from all across Atlantic Canada. You are what makes the QE2 a world-leading center of excellence.